Welcome to this new editor version update. For editor version 1.6, we'll be taking a look at all new features supporting VSN1, new integration packages for Photoshop and Lightroom, also a firmware 1.4 with new features, and minimalist mode for editor. First thing you will probably notice that we have a new firmware for the module. It's version 1.4, which should highlight your module in red if you're not on the latest version. Updating the module is easy. You unplug it, hold the utility button, and power it up again. You will be prompted by editor to update your firmware. You click it. The module will go through the firmware update process, the module will blink, and then update and reboot into the new firmware version. After this, you will be all good to go for editor 1.6. The first thing you might notice is that the basic configuration looks quite different from the one you're used to. Usually, you would see different blocks here. Local blocks, intensity block for the LED, and these look quite different. Also, you might notice that the setup and timer buttons are gone. This is because we've introduced the Minimalist Mode to editor. Minimalist Mode has a toggle in the top right corner. You can click it and change the mode with just a click. As you can see, turning off Minimalist Mode will reveal the old event buttons. Let's go back to the default view. In the default, you will only see one event under most elements you can click on. It's usually the events that you can interact with. For example, with an endless, you can press its button or turn its endless dial. These are your two options. Minimalist mode allows you to see the element in an easier to understand way, with just using three simple actions. A mode action, a color action called simple color, and a MIDI action, as it is our default for grid. Let's go through these one by one. Every single mode block will be included for every single element from now on. It wasn't like this before. This lets you change the mode of this button to something else. Momentary lets you press the button and send the message twice, once on press, once on a release. Changing it, for example, toggle, will change the button to act in a way as a switch would. Pressing it once turns it on, pressing it twice turns it off. It's very simple. You can also customize the min and max values. I will now here also showcase quickly the two new modes for buttons coming with Grid Series 3, available since spring. The two modes are velocity and pressure. Using velocity, the button will send a value that depends on the speed of which you've pressed down on this button. I pressed quite slow there. Now I pressed quite faster. The difference is that this can be used for a dynamic velocity controlled button message. For example, for playing a synth or a piano sample. The other version is pressure. Choose pressure to send a dynamic message that depends on the pressure or the depth of which you're pressing the button down with. You can see all of these things also reflected on the VSN1 screen. So this is about modes. Modes are simple, they did not change much. The new thing, however, is color. Now, you should be able to choose a new color for your LED very simply. You should also notice here that if I turn Minimalist Mode off, some elements of this action also appear that allow you in-depth customization of these features. You can change color very simply. You can add multiple colors. This means that this button will now light up in red in the maximum state, light up in green when released, and will show blue somewhere in between. Let's check that blue color. Also, right-clicking on the action lets you reset it to default. You can change the color, which is picking a color, typing in an RGB code, choosing a different type of input, mix and match as you'd like. The alpha setting lets you turn off the LED completely. If you reduce this setting to 0, the LED will not react. You can use this to create swap states, for example, turning off the high version of the LED and making it very blue when it's off, or anything in between. So that's about colors. Let's check MIDI. MIDI has one new change that you should notice right away. The local blocks with its variables is completely gone, and it has been replaced by -1s on every single input field. What does -1 mean? It means auto mode. Auto means that nothing changed from the previous version, but it no longer needs variables defined in a local block. When you choose auto, the device will automatically send out a dynamic channel command parameter message based on what kind of button it is. The first button will be, of course, not offset, and the others will be. So this is the automatic behavior. There is no change from the previous version. It just no longer needs the localist block. Speaking about blocks, if you try to add an action, you shall see that the list you usually see is significantly reduced. This is also caused by Minimalist Mode. Turning off Minimalist Mode will expand the list considerably, revealing the previous versions, the previous actions you could use. You shall also see that the system element is also hidden when in Minimalist Mode. Trying to access the system element with Minimalist Mode on is not possible. Let's check packages now. Packages. We have something called packages in editor. That's something new on the left side of the screen. You will find this little button here. You can click on. It will show you a whole bunch of new packages you can try. Packages are very small software that run when editor is running. These small software allows you to access previously inaccessible functionality with Grid. For example, you would be able to create a Lightroom integration without using any kind of in-between software that utilizes MIDI or anything of the like. Just installing the Lightroom package will allow you to do this. So let's install it now. When it finishes installing, it will show up on the left sidebar, just as the previous sidebar icons have. Clicking on it will show you the specific functions related to that package. And there you could set it up and do all sorts of things that a package needs to do. The most interesting thing with packages is that they are able to add new actions to the editor. So here in our case, let's say I would like to control Lightroom with this VSN1. How do I go about this? I choose a button, I add an action, and now we shall see that we have Lightroom actions added here. Let's choose View Control. Let's say we want previous photo on this button. We can just copy this and paste this, and let's change this to next photo. This will allow me to store a configuration on my module that is able to control Lightroom previous and next photo messages and let me step through my photos in Lightroom. Keep in mind that the plugin, the package, and editor, all of them have to be running at the same time when you want to control Lightroom like this. This is very much not like when using Grid in a standalone fashion with just MIDI. Here I have showcased VSN1 in this quick demo. You can see it has a new element previously unseen on other modules. It's called screen module, or LCD in the editor. You can choose it. It's usually element 13, even with both left screen and right screen versions. We will have only just one event on it. It's called draw. If you look at Minimalist Mode, you will see it has a setup and a draw event as well. Under this code block, there is a whole lot of gibberish code. This whole lot of gibberish code allows us to have a very simple setup that follows my inputs and displays their value. In the future, we will introduce lots of new versions of this screen that you can use to define what's on your screen. This one has 3 different very basic visualizations. For example, this one is similar to the original one, but it has this noisy texture to it. That is pretty cool. You can change back to the original one, which is like a lot different. You could also use this square one if you're a square person or something. Sorry, that's inappropriate. Okay, that's about it. Well, we could also see this in different colors, I guess. Let's check it in green. This is also something interesting. Every single configuration is usually dynamic based on the base colors. So it will take the base color and use that for the visualizations. For example, this green is quite different from the blue one. This one can follow states of buttons on a different module as well. So you can see the movement of those buttons. For now, the easiest way to adjust your LCD configuration is with presets from the profile cloud. In the future, this whole thing might be a lot more easier. There you have it, editor 1.6. 1.7 will be at least this long.